cute little top and cute little me. I was really gonna say a cute little top and a cute little bottom. But you don't need to clip that. There we go. Right in the middle, perfect. Perfect. If I get on top, I can't be stopped. I don't know what you're drawing, Shelby, but if you have to ask, should I give it a mouth? I don't think you should.
Should I give it a mouth?
Always give it a mouth.
He has a mouth now.
Oh my gosh. Don't break the warrior code. You need all the herbs for the clouds. I do. I do. Wait, is that a weed joke? I don't smoke. I don't know. But we're gonna give Chive and Scale their warrior names, because right now they have bled random rogue names, right? Oh my god, I'm dying. Hi!
I love it.
My name's Mr. Eyes. I'm choking.
That's all thanks to me.
Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? I hope we're all doing well and swell. Hello, Potassium, hello, Manta, hello, Strawby. Potassium got first today, let's go. Let's freaking go. I feel like my music is very loud. 1 second. It is very loud. Whoopsies. I am attempting to get my my whatchamacallit set up. I think it should be good now, but just in case. Just in case. I'll just leave it like that. Hold on. Techie difficulties. Techie difficulties, everybody. I forgore to do a thing. I forgore to do one thing. What's like the meme of it's like, you later for this one trick. This one trick. We will do this, and 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 we will do this. Yay! Channel points are back on, everybody! Yippee! Which means you will have time and things to gamble on. Yippee! We love gamba. But first, hello, my friends. That's the wrong screen. Hold on. That's better. Hello, all my friends, fiends, everybody in between or otherwise. Welcome to today's stream, where I asked VTubers to send me their PNGs and a little bit of their lore. And today we're gonna sort them. I'm very excited. I've been setting up, getting our little chart good. I've been trying to make sure that like things are working. Spoiler alert, they're not. But we're gonna worry about that in a minute. I hope you all have been doing well and swell. I've had quite a weekend. I won't lie to you. I've had quite a weekend. But I think everything is going to be okay. I don't know for certain, but I think everything will be okay. But I am going to get this Oop, I'm doing a thing in Canva. Good old Canva. That seems centered. Can I put the centered? You guys can't see it yet. Oop, that's not centered. I don't like that. I'm calling the center. Yippee! Yippee! Okay. Doesn't matter, you're not seeing it yet. Yeah, let's go gambling. We are gonna go gambling. But first, I hope you're all doing well and swell. Genuinely. I had a rough weekend. I hope you guys had a good weekend. And if you didn't, that's okay. We're gonna make this week better. I'm turning off my ringtone because people like to call me. And I don't necessarily want to take their calls right now. Why did I lean in? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be ranking people's lore. Not ranking. But we're gonna be sorting some people into categories today. So let me get you guys pulled up. Beautiful. I've got you pulled up on my phone. Just so I don't miss anything. Vico! Hello. I don't mean to lean at you. I'm just adjusting. I don't mean to lean. Hold on. Let me do this. And then that's better. Leaning aggressively. I'm not leaning aggressively. I swear. Also, speaking of which, I need to take these off before you guys get any ideas. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, the weekend was kind of terrible. For reasons out of my control. Oh yay. Okay, we had a good news thing come out of the weekend. Let's go. But yeah, today we are gonna be sorting people into the categories of hero, anti-hero, villain, or anti-villain. Now, before we get into this, we have something very important to do. At the beginning of every stream, I ask you guys to guess, did I remember to fill up my water today before I press the go live button? And your duty is to select yes or no. Your hint today is, I drank my gamer sups this morning, and it was the first thing that I drank that was liquid. That is your hint. Do with that information as you will. Teehee. Alrighty. Why did my music cut out like right there? Oh no. Okay, we're good. Holy shit, that was fast. We got 4K on yes so far and 30 on no to start us off. You're trusting me, Matt? Who knows? Maybe that'll be a mistake. Who's to say? My light turned off. Like it always does for stream. It's literally within the first 20 minutes of stream. It does that every time. I don't know why. But yeah, get your channel points in, get all that good stuff going. I did bring Ace out today. He might not be working for TTS, but we're gonna figure it out. I think I have to update my VTS pog, and I haven't, so. Ace might be broken, but that's okay. Broken is still good. Yeah, still good. But yeah, get your channel points in. You guys got 30 minutes to predict. If you haven't grabbed your daily token, please feel free to do so. It's only one channel point. I'm gonna go ahead and grab mine. It's been a hot minute since I've grabbed mine. What did I get today? I got a wet token. Better be just juice. It better be just juice or we're gonna have a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Vico, you got a dirty token. You might want to clean that one. And Cap, hi Cap, you got a chaos token. Ayo. Got a chaos token? We're calling chaos? That's your first token. Wow. Wow, that's your first token. Wow, Cap, wow. I'm a little shit, okay? Speaking of which, We have the little shit emote. That is actually what it's called. Twitch, don't take it down. Don't make me rename it. But we do have a little shit emote. Melissa, why is it dirty? What happened? I don't know. They're random. You picked up a dirty token. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's basically, you're in an arcade, right? And there's like a bunch of tokens. You just happen to grab the dirty one. I don't know. It's better than the wet one. Or the piss token. There is a piss token. You got the 1987 token. Is that the bite of 87? There's a bear token. There's a piss token. I was planning on removing it, and then chat rioted and said, do not delete the piss token, or there will be a riot. So, yeah. I don't know why my sound didn't go off, but thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I see you. I don't know why it didn't go off, but I see you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. My goal is to one day be bestowed the piss token. It took Strawby like 70 tokens before she got one. Could be a while, could be a while. But, let's hop over here, shall we? Oh, you can't see Ace anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Also, why is this not showing up? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I forgot I did a thing. Boop. This goes here. And then it goes this way? There we go, yeah. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Alright! So, welcome to the sorting. The sorting is going to be happening. So how this works is, I put out a post on Twitter and Blue Sky, respectively, and we got some people, to give us their information, their photo and their lore, which was fantastic. So some people gave us full character sheets, some people gave us a lot of photos, so I'm just gonna pick what I think works best. But before we go through this, we must define our categories. So, we have hero. A hero is somebody who is always trying to do what's right. A hero is somebody who is going to always try to take the quote-unquote correct path towards their victory. They're not going to purposely harm anybody to get there. And they're actually not going to hurt anybody at all if they can help it. Except for maybe the villain or an anti-villain, right? They're not going to actively hurt anybody. The other thing that we have on here is anti-hero. Anti-hero. So an anti-hero is somebody who, despite all of their attempts and things, oh, I should give you guys like a character example, right? So like a hero would be like Superman, right? Traditional Superman, he's always trying to do what's right. He's always trying to like find the correct path, right? An anti-hero is somebody who, despite their best efforts, always ends up on the side of heroics. So this might mean that they're not necessarily trying to save anybody, but they are. They are and they do, is what that means essentially. So again, they might not be trying to be a hero, but in the end, they end up saving people. A great example of this is Megamind. But if you want a like superhero comic book reference, this is Deadpool. Yeah, anti-hero is Deadpool through and through. Anti-villain. Okay, before we go to anti-villain, I'm gonna do villain first. So a villain, this is somebody who is not necessarily an antagonist, but this is somebody who, they are normally pretty ambitious. They are normally going to do anything to accomplish their goals. That might mean hurting people. That might mean hurting people that they care about. That might be, you know, breaking things. That might be, you know, going against the societal norms of whatever universe they're in. Okay? And normally they're doing some pretty bad shit in one way or another. They're causing harm. For sure they're causing harm. Now an anti-villain is interesting. Because this could be, I'm going to make Ace go away for a little bit. His tail is bothering me. Sorry, Ace. Bye-bye. He'll be back later. It's fine. But an anti-villain is somebody who, despite their best efforts to maybe try to be good, they always end up evil. This might be something like Syndrome a little bit. It's harder to find anti-villain examples because these are characters who genuinely think that they're going about things the correct way. But despite their best efforts, they are becoming a villain. Yeah. Oh, also, example for villain would be like Joker from Batman. But an anti-villain, the best example I can kind of think of is that I'm aware of. I don't really know Doctor Doom that well, so I can't really use Doctor Doom as an example. But that would be like, it's hard. Like, I can't think of like a superhero equivalent that I'm familiar with. But yeah, I would say Syndrome is kind of close to that, right? He starts anti-villain and then goes full villain in a way, right? You could argue full villain. That's totally fine too. But that's the best I can think of. It's like Syndrome from The Incredibles. But I do have some lovelies here. So what we're gonna do is I have my screen here, and I have the threads. I'm not gonna show you guys the threads, but I'm gonna pick like the first picture I see or the one that fits the best on here. I will have to like minimize things and stuff. So yeah. But first up is, oh, perfect! Perfect that Vico is here, because we got Vico! Okay. I'm gonna put, when we're judging, we're gonna put people's photos in the middle here, and then we'll sort them, okay? So we got Vico. A little bit about Vico. I'm Vico404, the one and only, a fox-shaped internet glitch who wants to be a god. It is you! You're the first one! Alrighty, so I'm going based off of bio and the little bit of personality I know. While you're, like, the lore description doesn't give us too much, but being a god is a bit ambitious. But I also know Pio is more of the chaos. So I'm not too sure. You are like a glitch, but I don't know if you're like a malevolent glitch, you know? You're like a silly glitch. And silly glitches are nice. But you might cause some accidental harm. Ooh. I wish I could sort you and Pio separately. I feel like Pio would be villain and you might be more hero, anti-hero. I'm gonna put you, hear me out, I'm gonna put you an anti-villain for right now. And it's solely because of this conflict between you and Pio. Which I know it's not really a conflict, but we're doing it for the bit. We're doing it for the bit. Pio's such a villain! You might be trying to do everything in your power to stop Pio, but because of Pio, you end up in the villain. So our first anti-villain. Ooh, okay. Next up we have, and by the way, if I mispronounce anybody's name, I genuinely apologize. If you're here in stream, please correct me. But next up, very cool, like, monk kind of design. We have, Tannis of Terra. Yeah, Tannis of Terra. Looks like you're a stone monk. Ooh. All right. Hello there. I am Tannis of Terra, a humble man who meditated too hard and lost his body, so had to form a new one made of earth and stone. Sought connection with the universe, achieved it, paid for it. Now I just wander and experience the multiverse. Okay, I love a redemption story. This is giving redemption story, and I love it. Straight up, like, the vibes and stuff, like, give me, like, wandering hero. Like, you're literally going on your hero's journey, and I want to know where it's taking you. You know? Like, that's such a cool concept to, like, literally, like, have focus so much that you lost yourself in your own art. Like, that's such a cool concept, and like the journey of like self-discovery in a way. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing your design with me and your lore. I hope you like my placement of you. Next up, we have like a whole reference sheet. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let me bring this up here. All right. We have Meowmel. Yeah. Meowmel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Small. They are small. I like it. Hi, we are a bunch of sentient rats plus a bat inside a giant mascot outfit. That's it. I'm the one in charge of socials, by the way. Our mission is to faithfully recreate our Summoner's OC, a 7-meter tall, feline-looking chibi VTuber. Honestly, I think we're killing it. Oh, this is so chaotic. I love it. This is like fun chaos, right? Oh my gosh. A bunch of sentient rats plus a bat. Now I'm like, is the bat sentient too? Is the bat running the socials? I think the bat is the one running the socials. Love it. Love the concept. Love the little bat ears. So cute. I'm very tall. I love them lifting. That's so cute. Okay. The vibe I get, right? You're multiple, right? There's multiple beings in charge here, right? Ooh, like the tiptoes and I am very tall is killing me. It's so good. We need like a lawful good and chaotic evil scale. That's another stream for another time. This is what we're doing today, but that is a great idea. And I will write that down for a future stream. Oh my gosh. Okay. They are summoning shit. There is a little bit of summoning in here, right? It's our mission is to faithfully recreate our Summoner's OC, a 7-meter tall, feline-looking chibi VTuber. Oh no, Summoners is like a thing. Oh, okay. Or they're the ones that were summoned. They were the ones that were summoned. That's what I'm understanding. I'm probably totally misinterpreting this lore. Honestly, it's giving, in a way, whenever I think of summoning things, and this might have just because I was talking about Full Metal Alchemist with somebody yesterday, but kind of gives me Full Metal Alchemist vibes. And hear me out. Hot take. Ed and Al are not heroes, they are anti-heroes. You can fight me on this. And that's the vibe I'm getting for Meowmel. So I hope you like my placement of you. I love the energy. I love the vibe. Ooh, next up we have this little cutie. You're all cute. I'm gonna call you all cute, by the way. You're all cute. Even if you have like a very tough, scary looking, intimidating design, be like, oh, you're cute. Oh my goodness. You have like a green screen. I can remove your background. And now you're in here. Haha. Let me do it on this one too. Let me just make it a little cleaner. Yeah, look at that. Now we got colors and shit. Okay. This is S Fantasy. Just a silly little traveler with a thumbs up and cat emoji. You're giving me like a wizard. Again, we have like travelers. I really like traveler themes. But if you're just a silly little guy, I've got no reason to believe you're anything but a hero. Silly little guy. You're not giving me mischievous. You're giving me cute. You're giving me little friendly, magical being vibes. And I love that. And I love that. And I love that. Oh my goodness. I just want to give you all the head pats. Can I just pat your head? Pat, 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 pat. I want to pat your head. Pat, pat, pat. Everybody gets a head pat. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Okay. Consensual head pats. Just since I'm in Helldivers, just so you know, when you get to Matt, he is canonically 6'4". 6'4"? Okay, got you. I got you. I got you, bestie. Alright, but that was S Fantasy. Thank you so much. I hope you like my placement. Alright, next up. Twitch, this is just art. Twitch, this is just art. Twitch, this is just art, okay? This is just art. Okay. Next up, we got Roxy051. Hi, I'm Roxy, your local cyberpunk cat. I may have crawled up from the darkest pits of hell, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun. Okay, darkest pits of hell. I don't know why I'm getting, even though it's cyberpunk, I think of like sewers for some reason. Like cyberpunk sewers for some reason. But crawling up from hell, cyberpunk, villain vibes. I don't know why, villain vibes. Don't come for me, but Roxy, you're giving villain vibes in like the best way. I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs. But yeah, also this is amazing art. I love this. All of your art's amazing. But I'm just pointing this out because we're on it right now. Great colors, very villain. Very villain color scheme too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cyberpunk Hellcat. That's crazy. Ooh, okay. Next up, we have... What is this from? This is from Twitter. I made a post asking people to give me their designs. And then I was gonna put them, I was gonna rank them. Hi, bye. Hello, hello. Okay. Next up, we have this dapper fellow. Or fellow, I don't know. Fellow would be gender neutral, yeah. All right then. I am a High King Roku, or Roku for short. I'm a primordial cosmic horror and once world eater who has claimed the Milky Way galaxy, or his universe as territory. My true form slumbers in the space between universes of the multiverse. You're giving me Joker vibes in like a fun way. You're giving me mafia mob boss, like with Joker and Penguin vibes, like all mixed together, and I love it. I love a 1920s mob boss. I don't know if you're 1920 specifically, but given your description and everything, oh, there's no way you're not a villain in like the most lovable of ways. Like, I love a good villain. Like, the multiverse aspect, primordial cosmic horror world eater. You're giving me the like 1920s like pinup. I love it. I love it. Mob boss for sure. Hell yeah. I hope you like my placement of you. I like that we've got cyberpunk Hellcat and oh gosh, cosmic horror mob boss. I love that. I love it. Also great colors. Great color. I'm a sucker for pinstripes. Like, pinstripes look so good. And the fact that you're doing like a very nice green. Here, I'm gonna put it over here so you guys can tell it's not the background. Like, the nice green pinstripes, those are very nice. Very, very nice. Hell yeah. Let me put you back over here. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, mob boss. All right, that was I think that's the last one on Twitter. That is the last one on Twitter. Awesome. All right, so Twitter thread goes bye-bye. All right, we got quite a few over on Blue Sky. Awesome. All right. Who's this fucker? Who's this little shit? Huh, I wonder who this little shit is. Who's this shit? Who could this be? I wonder. By the way, it's funny. Cap is so nice to me, and I'm like, who's this little shit? I'm kidding. Name is Capricious. I'm an android designed for and subsequently retired from teaching. Now a peepo getting by in a grubby cyberpunk city with my smoke show of a wife. Hell yeah. Oh look, a murder drone. You know, I've never seen Murder Drone. Should I see it? Should I watch it? Okay, tangent. So many people around me and my TikTok feed have suddenly just erupted with amazing digital circus. I have tried watching the first episode, but it was a lot for me. Do you guys think I should try to watch it with you all as like a watch party or something? Maybe we could even do it on stream. I know it's on YouTube, so I could probably just react to it, but like, I don't know. Should I watch it? I haven't either. What a coincidence. Yeah, I haven't seen it. But like, I don't know. little tangent, because like I was like thinking of things that I haven't seen. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if y'all want that as a watch party or something. But yeah, we got our asinine android VTuber here. Okay, and I already know where I'm putting you. But so okay, based off of your lore, I'll do this based off of lore. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm consistent. Where I'm gonna put you. So you were made to like help and teach, but you know, you're retired. So now you can kind of do whatever you want. You got a smoke show of a wife. Your words, not mine, but hey, if the shoe fits, right? I don't know why I'm flirting with your wife. I've never met your wife. I'm also engaged, so. It's a platonic flirt. Who doesn't love a little platonic flirt? I kid. But yeah, no. Let's figure out where you go, because you could be doing whatever. You could be doing fuck all, you know? You could be doing wherever the whimsy takes you. Everyone flirts with my life! Oh. Now I feel bad. I was like doing the bit, now I'm like, oh no. Everybody's just trying to take your wife from you. You know, maybe you are. You gotta protect her. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me recover from this bit. But yeah, no, I'm thinking, I am kind of thinking anti-hero vibes for you. Actually, no. I don't know if I want to stick you an anti-villain or hero. Cause like, okay, you could be, I'm making puzzle pieces that don't exist, everybody. Okay, that's part of this. You could be doing whatever you want, thinking you're doing good, but what if you actually educated like your universe's top supervillain, right? Then you would technically be an anti-villain if you're always helping the villains, but you think you're doing the right thing. But conversely, you could also just be doing the right thing, which is less exciting, but probably correct. You go in hero for now, but this is subject to change. This is subject to change. Oh yay! Okay. We have another person. We've got the alien tourist. Woo! Hell yeah. We have a lovely design. All of you have such lovely designs. Very colorful. Much wow. I'm the Doge meme now. I'm Allie, the alien tourist. I was sent to Earth to study everything that other aliens visiting Earth might want to know before traveling here. Okay, don't you just love the idea of like an alien travel agency? Oh my gosh, you're just doing your best. You're there's no way you're anything but a hero. That is so cute. Cute. I'm sensing color themes. I hope you like my placement. Ooh! Shadow! We got Shadow! Hell yeah, let me put you up here. Got Shadow! Okay. Let me read your blurb. I'm so in love with their concept. It's so cute! Alright. Like all of Death's shadows, Shadow Prince is in charge of a specific realm. He carries souls from this realm to the afterlife. He hasn't been paid in decades. Those 2 coins on the eye for the ferryman? Nobody does that anymore. So he has to get a full-time job to pay bills on top of his reaping. Okay, but a Grim Reaper that doesn't get paid? Could be anti-villain! Could be anti-villain doing their job. Yeah, no, you go anti-villain. Because I think a lot of people see like, both of your images a little better. Hi, Shadow. Perfect. Man has not been paid in literal decades. Centuries? Wild times. But no, anti-villain actually, because you're doing the right thing, but you're not getting paid. And, you know, people do think of death as like a bad figure in a way, right? Like the concept of death. Not my pal Death. If Death is here, if Death is here, I'm not talking about you. I love you. Death pays 5 copper coins whenever every millennium. I finally have an anti-villain companion. You do. 2 sides of a coin. We got a little glitch. To be fair, you're mostly here for Pio. Pio is really the villain. It really comes down to Pio. You're here because you unfortunately enable it, whether you want to or not. But yeah, I think Shadow fits right up in there. Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, we got another one. I'm sensing some color themes, you guys. I'm sensing some color themes. I think we like certain colors. I wonder what colors we like. Alrighty, but this is the ever so wonderful Positive Patat. I'm Positive Patat. Patat for short. A slime made of hot dog water. I was an imp that didn't want to die. I found a nice lady to make a deal with. She made me immortal as long as I can find a meat suit. Thank God for hot dog vendors and their questionable meat slurry carts. And then the artist credit is Snowy133. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. This is interesting because lore-wise, an imp. So you're currently a slime made out of hot dog water, right? You are an imp, but that doesn't mean that you're evil necessarily. But you then make a deal with somebody for immortality as long as you find a meat suit. So does hot dog water count as meat? That's the question I really have. Villain, worst of the worst, straight to... No, hear me out. The way I'm reading Patat's lore comes off as a bit self-serving, is what I'll say. Self-serving. Self-indulgent, if you will. Right? I made the deal. I didn't want to die. But now the question is, what almost killed you if you were an imp and you didn't want to die? Huh. Hear me out. You think, Patat, you think you're doing good because you're doing good for yourself. But through your actions, you're kind of a villain. Hear me out. Okay? That's how I'm feeling. I like that this is like the anti-villain category is like the most organized and the heroes placement is just all over the place. We got one. I want more anti-heroes. I want more. All right. Thank you, Patat. I hope you enjoy my placement of you. All right. We got this little guy. I was gonna say this little shit, but I'm like, no. This little guy, you're telling me, is 6'2"? This little guy? This is also the only image. Anti-villains were very polite and gave you perfect squares. You were, oh my god! I tried to do the background remover. It didn't work. Hold on. Let's whoopsies. Hold up. You know what? I kind of like this. You just kind of blend in. I know it's supposed to be like black and white, but I kind of like the way this looks now. Your background blended in. All right. So we got, this is Matt. All right. Okay. Also, art credit to Master Biggles for the silly little guy. All right. Guy, gender neutral. Okay. I am Matt Whitefang, a universe portal hopping wolf just trying to find some companions, an ex-Dominion commander, creator of the outpost that floats in the multiversal void of game space. All right. So, let me see. So, universe portal hopping. We have some things with universes and portal hopping. I wonder who also has that in their lore. Could it be me? I'm kidding. I did not found the concept. It's fine. I'm just being silly. Okay, so universe portal hopping wolf. Looking for friends. Companions, friends. Ex-Dominion commander. I don't know if this is a good or a bad. But Dominion normally means that I think of Dominion, I think dominance, I think of like some type of power, right? The outpost that floats in the multiversal void of game space. So an outpost is normally like it can be like a rest spot, it can be like a home base in a way. Ex-Dominion because he didn't want to shoot. Okay. I think you just gave me the answer. And again, you get fun little, you get this. Because this is funny. Honestly, you might be a new anti-hero. You're gonna go an anti-hero. Yeah, I'm feeling anti-hero. I can't explain much more, but that just feels right. Cause not quite hero, but you do fit here. Anti-hero. I said I wanted anti-heroes. We're anti-hero. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your placement. All right. Heck yeah! Another one. We've got. Let me see. Can we do the background remover? Heck yeah! That worked great. Awesome. So we've got Overlord the Cross. I'm Overlord the Cross. Please just call me Overlord. I'm a dragon that is sealed inside a plushie where once I would conquer the world. Now a day. Hold on. I'm sorry. My eyes did a fucky wucky. Hold on. Let me drink some gamer subs. Can you gotta shake it up. Gotta shake up my gamer subs. Gamer subs, please let me be a partner. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm Overlord the Cross. Please just call me Overlord. I am a dragon that is sealed inside a plushie where once I would conquer the world. Nowadays, I will just steal your snacks, mostly cookies and cakes. And then the model, this art is done by Darklight Lantern. Hell yeah. Okay. So based off lore, a dragon sealed inside a plushie. I love plushies and I love dragons. Sealed inside a plushie where once I would conquer the world. But now just mostly steal cookies and cakes. So, hear me out. World conquering kind of puts you just in the villain category, to be honest. And I mean, to be fair, stealing cookies and cakes, that's the real crime here. You steal my cookies and you steal my cakes, we're not gonna be friends. I'm not saying... Oh, actually, that's what we'll do at the end. Okay, hold on. Yeah. But, yeah, no. Overlord, you're going into the villain category. Keep your dragon claws off of my cookies. Okay. Next up, we've got... Oh, so cute. I'm looking through all the art. It's all very cute. I will do this, yeah, this is a full body. I'll do the full body. Very cute. Very cute. Alright, we've got... Whoops. Hold on. Let's do this. Then I'm gonna remove the background. Nice. Very cute. Okay. It's that dragon. Yeah, it was that dragon. This is Baku. Hello. I am Baku. Born of a dream made of abandoned parts, I seek to inspire nicer, sweeter dreams to eat. Ooh, okay, so I was gonna say hero until the sweeter dreams to eat. Ooh. Ooh, you're either anti-hero or anti-villain. Thing is, you're making the dreams sweeter to eat them. This is, yes, very huggable. Very consensual huggable design. I love the arms with the tails and the horns kind of almost making like a halo shape is really neat. I'm also a sucker for what's it called? Heterochromia, when you have two different colored eyes. I'm a sucker for heterochromia on designs. I think it's so cool. Yeah. They're also, the design is kind of giving, who's seen Bungo Stray Dogs? Just from the arms, it gives me Atsushi in like the best way. I love Atsushi. And this is like very much, it's hitting all the marks for me. But like, I would say hero until the dream eating. Because it's dreams. You're making them sweeter, which means you're not taking the nightmares. If this was maybe nightmares, I would say anti-hero, but I think you might be a villain. I think you might be an anti-villain. Because again, kind of using my logic that I used for Patat earlier, like kind of self-serving, right? Kind of, I thought we weren't gonna have very many anti-villains, you guys. There's a lot here, right? So you're like, you're doing a nice thing, but you're eating people's dreams, which is a bad thing, technically, to come out of it. So, for that reason, anti-villain. Yeah, I'm feeling anti-villain. But, like, I would hug you. I'd let you eat my dreams, yeah. Oh my goodness, I have a whole bunch of art for this one. Okay, let me see what might work best here. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go with, this is cute. All of it is cute, but we'll do, let me just double check, hold on. Okay. Sorry, just had to double check something. Okay, we're gonna do this image. And a boop. Kind of in like a Voltron spacesuit kind of vibe. But this is Chroma, I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this. Chroma Cielo? Chromacello? I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering that. You want some lore? Righto. After finding a mech made of long outlawed tech and joining the Blue Flags, a less than merry band of space pirates, I was thrust into an endless race against corpo rats and politicians to claim tech that would give control of the solar system over to whoever owns it. Ooh, okay. I love an anti-government story. You would be... Okay. I'm using One Piece logic here, okay? Because pirates, right? Pirates are viewed as evil, right? By whatever governing force normally, right? Using One Piece logic, right? Like the world government. But the world government is the bad guys to us. And considering in your lore, they're trying to take over a solar system with the tech, Y'all, we're getting a lot of anti-heroes. Also, I love the color palette. The color palette is very good. Color palette is very good. Put you right over here.
Mother, I am off screen.
Yes.
Help. The frame is eating me.
You're fine. You're fine. Oh wait, I put you away. Go away. He's gone now. He's fine. He's fine. How long was he there for? Whoopsies. How long was he there for? He wasn't supposed to be there. But yeah, I'm giving anti-hero for that one. In case that wasn't answered. Anti-hero. I hope you agree with my placement. Thanks for submitting your design. All right. I believe this is our last one out of all of them. Okay, let me look through. They gave me a couple pieces of art to work with. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one because it's like a full body. All right. Let me put this one up here. But my channel points. I'm sorry. Rip your channel points. So sorry. So sorry. All right. Why am I Junko posing? Why are we making me Junko pose? Why are we making me Junko pose? But this is our last one. Thank you all who submitted, by the way. Thank you. This is really fun. And I hope you all agree with my placements. Alright, but this is Mildra. Another monk V2. Monks are popular! Did not realize this was a popular theme. Alright. Mildra. I'm a winter monk operating a monastery in the snow-capped mountains. Occasionally, I descend down my mountain to see what's out and about, or teach people various things. There's always something new to discover and explore. You're just giving me good vibes. You're just giving me good vibes. You just want to help people. You're literally... Okay, why is everybody like a traveler, a teacher in the heroes column? Like, I love it. You're all fitting into this very nicely, but you are definitely giving me my hero vibes for sure. I was expecting more. I was pleasantly surprised with how many I thought we were maybe gonna have 2 anti-villains max. Who knew villain and anti-hero would actually be the lowest? But we're not done. We're not done, you guys. We're not done. We have to, here, hold on. Let me, this is what we have though. Out of everybody who submitted, thank you so much for submitting. I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me go through. I hope this was just silly and for fun. You all have such wonderful, lovely designs. Thank you so much for letting me put you in this and including you in this. I'd love to check you all out, so definitely feel free to let me know if you enjoyed this. And I might do more of these in the future of different categories and stuff. But in my lore, and your lore, because my lore can be anybody's lore, this is where I would put you all. This is all the categories, I think. But we're not done. We're not done. We're not done with this. I am gonna hop over to here. While I grab this, there's some important, something important we should do, okay? There's something important that we should do, okay? Let me get this up here. Okay. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to participate with Love Fight. Yeah! Thank you! Thank you for participating. Thank you. This is my first time doing something like this, so I really appreciate the turnout. It was really awesome to like have so many people be like, yeah! Here's me! And like, that is you! Fuck yeah! You know? Okay. I can't rank you in my lore without telling you where I'd put myself. So, the Fiend. Where does she go? Where does she go? Do you think villain? Ooh, interesting. So, if you're not familiar with my lore, I was isekai'd into the world between the pages, which is the world where all of your favorite characters exist in media. Whether it be written, video games, TV, books, all of that fun stuff. Manga. I crash landed in this world, was then met by my lovely companion Ace, and I got a job at a agency where they have these lore books which act as portals into the fictional worlds for filming and writing purposes. Everything's a movie in this world, it's fine. But I decided I was fed up with that life, and I stole my work's lore. I quit my job, I stole their lore book, and jumped through the first portal that opened. Which, where did it lead? Who's to say? So, you guys are thinking villain. Interesting. Because she's a very self-serving character. It sounds weird to say she, like I'm talking about myself, right? As a character, the Fiend is very self-serving. Very much doing this for her own gains and goals. Stealing books, 50 years gulag. No, not the gulag! But we don't really know why she's doing it, right? She's going out and gathering lore books, but we don't really know why yet. Anti-hero? Ooh, I'd love to hear your argument for anti-hero. I'd love to hear it. Because personally, with where the lore is at right now, I would argue, based off of my logic for everybody else, I would argue anti-villain. Self-serving, doing own things for my own good. Yes, causing a bit of chaos in doing so. Honestly, getting anti-villain at a face value, not necessarily trying to hurt folks, but could do so. That's what I'm saying. Not going out of the way to help, but not going out, but might accidentally cause some harm, right? You'd probably be in one of the, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like anti-villain. Anti-hero, I would argue against because, she's the only person we've seen her help in lore, in canon lore, is Ace, right? So she's not evil. She's not a villain. But she could be an anti-villain. Who knows? Maybe it's not. It's not the description. Based off of the guidelines that I set up at the start of stream, it's not. So I'm giving the Fiend a spot in anti-villain. However, we're not done. We gotta sort the boy. We gotta sort the boy! Where do you all believe Ace should go? Ace is a gremlin. We don't know much about Ace. Ace is, I will tell you guys some information about Ace that is not explicitly in the lore video. But Ace is a gremlin, which appears to be a rabbit bat type of hybrid creature, maybe with some dog in there, who knows? And he quickly bonds with Melissa after being fed some peanuts, his favorite snack, and becomes her lifelong companion in this world. He is a ride or die. He's got some dog, he might have some cat. We don't really know. We don't really know what's an Ace, but most prominently, I will tell you. He's based off of a flying fox fruit bat and a rabbit. That is essentially his design. But he does seem to have some same features as Melissa. Some fiendish features, but he's a gremlin. Ace is just Ace. You know, you're right. You're right. Ace is not the only hero. Is not only the wait, hold on. Sorry. Chat's moving fast. Let me go back. Hero.
Don't I get a say in this?
No. No, Ace does not get a say in this. Ace is not only the hero, he is the goodest boy. I got that dog in me. Ace deserves his own category. I can't give him his own category. He's got to fix. He's got to fit in one. Or he's a Kubri type. Nah. If he is ride or died for anti-villain, then he himself is... You know what, Vico? That's actually a very great assessment. Ooh. Okay, so should I do this off of the public information for him? I am going to put Ace an anti-hero because you don't know it yet, but for the next bit of the lore, Ace is gonna do some heroic things. Ace is gonna do some heroic things. You just haven't seen them yet. You haven't seen them yet. Dude on what you know and just leaves us money? Okay.
I will remember this.
Well, then by definition, he would be anti-villain. By definition. He's not this big. Hold on, let me make him to scale. He's more like this. Well, he's sitting, so hold on. He's like... Yeah. Then by definition, anti-villain. But I will spoil it. He will tread this line quite a bit. He will tread that line. But yeah, this is our final post. Let me go ahead and post this. Yeah, no, I'm actually, fun fact, I actually have Ace's entire story written out. I don't have the Fiend's, but I have Ace's entire story written out. Oops, hold on, let me stop sharing. Whoopsies. Let me go here. I actually do have Ace's entire story written out. I enjoy it. I don't think you all will. Whoops. But, yeah, it'll be really fun. It'll be really fun for me. Is now the time to tell you guys that in my novel that I've been writing forever and ever, only one of the main characters lives in the inn? That's my novel. That's a sci-fi novel with like an alien and shit. Definitely not related to anything else at all. Teehee. Teehee. Don't worry, we love a good story. We love a good story. Speaking of stories, here, we can bring Ace back now. Sit. Good boy. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. We're just gonna kind of yap now. Also, I'd like to point out that we are 9 followers away from you guys getting a free sound pack. Yeah, we're only 9 followers away. That's scary. I need to record that. I thought you guys were gonna take a little bit longer to hit that number, but yeah, no, y'all speedran that shit. Thank you. But I have some exciting stuff. There's gonna be maybe a little vduality announcement coming up this week. But yeah, let me talk about the sound pack first. So the sound pack is it's gonna be a bunch of sounds, voice lines, things like that from me, and maybe Ace too, which is technically still me. That you can use for whatever purposes. You can use them on streams, you can use them as alarms for your phone or ringtones, whatever you'd like. The only thing I ask is that if you do use any of my sound bites on a stream or something, is that you credit me somewhere. But otherwise, free to use anywhere you'd like. Yeah, there will be a lot of clips, a lot of audio clips, maybe even some of your favorites. More to come. But yeah, let's talk about vduality stuff a little bit, shall we? I know it has been a process. We launched the audition application in June. We're about to enter September, and I'm sure some people are like, oh my god, why is it taking so long for vduality to post talents? It's because we take this seriously. It's because we want our talents to be prepared. And like, I don't know. I've seen other groups and stuff, and it's like, these things take time to get prepared. And especially when you're an indie group, starting out, it's a lot of effort and time to get things going, you know? When you can't afford $1 million rush fees for things, it takes time to get things going. So we will have an announcement this week. Hint, hint, very soon. Not today. But yeah, I found a stuffed animal that I can't find anything about. Oh no! What is it? Is it this one right next to me? This one with the bouncy ears? Surely not. Surely not. But yeah, I'm very excited for vduality stuff. We've been cooking. They've been working really hard, the talents already. They're so amazing, and I cannot wait for you to meet them. And like I loved and hated going through the audition process because I broke my heart so many times. Me saying lizard? It's not. Oh yeah, I need to apply during Gen 2. Gen 2, so I won't lie, Amasi and I have already we've talked about Wave 2. Our priority is Wave 1 and will be Wave 1 for a decent amount of time. That is going to be our focus, is getting them established, getting them everything that they need to be successful and work towards their goals. That is our primary focus right now. But we are talking about Wave 2. I cannot confirm anything because it would still be a very long ways away. But we might be looking at maybe at least one talent for Wave 2 being a in-house talent. Meaning we would provide you model, we would provide you your graphics, we would provide you everything for your stream for possibly one talent. Yeah. It would be a design that we, Mossy and I, pick though for you, so yeah. No, it's a bear with an avocado toast hat. Even with a Google picture with AI, there is nothing, no price. Interesting. Yeah, I avoid Gen AI. I don't like it. That's hard. Like, AI has become such a buzzword and I fucking hate it because the AI I don't like is generative, right? AI in reference to like a video game or something. Or like a algorithm that does not use generative AI. Like, that's okay. But AI's become such a terrible buzzword, I hate it. You did nothing wrong, by the way, Sashimaru. I just got triggered. Yeah, bot pathing be dumb. It do be dumb. But yeah, I personally, and I won't lie, we almost did have potentially an in-house talent for Wave 1. But it just wasn't, the timing just wasn't gonna work out, unfortunately. Which was so rough. But yeah. we debated. We did debate possibly, but decided it wasn't the time. And we do encourage, like, I would love for everybody who auditioned for Wave 1 to audition for Wave 2. A lot, I don't want to say too much, but I think a lot of people develop their skills over time. And so many people just need time to simmer. I have been like in as many people's streams as I can, just like watching, and I'm like, ah, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. It's just, we were looking for very specific stuff for our Wave 1. And I think we found it. I think we found it. I love everybody that auditioned. I love everybody that we cast. It was just, I broke my heart so many times during the process. I don't like saying no to myself, and I don't like saying no to other people, so. Yeah, no, that's fair, that's fair. Like, auditions are a rough thing, right? But I do want to encourage everybody here. If you are femme presenting, or if you are okay with a femme presenting model design, I actually will encourage everybody here to go audition for Mythos. I would encourage you to go audition. Mythos is a corporation, VTuber Corp, and they are themed after the like different gods and goddesses and stuff. I don't know that. Some of them are pretty cool, I guess. Some of them are pretty cool, but yeah, their auditions are opening, I believe, next week. They've posted the time and stuff, so but yeah, they should be opening auditions next week, and I highly recommend checking them out because who knows? Even if it's just practice for you to audition for something else later down the line, you never know what'll happen. My motto is don't reject yourself. Let other people reject you, right? Because the biggest disservice you could say to yourself is telling yourself, no, I don't think they're gonna take me, so I'm not going to audition. That's the worst thing you could tell yourself. Other people are going to find a value in you that you might not realize yourself at first. And that can happen. That can happen. And that's okay. We've all been there. We've all been there. I didn't think anybody was going to audition for my silly little group and dream and hope, you know? Did you just give me job hunting advice? In a way, yeah. It's honestly just very general advice that you can kind of apply to anything. Also, I feel like I desynced. I'm so sorry. 1 second. That's better. But yeah, like, don't count yourself out. Hold on, I don't like how that synced. Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, it's better. Damn, appreciate that one. Yeah, because the thing is, like, we might not think of certain things as like skills or assets or things that people are interested in, but I guarantee you I've seen people stream and do things at wild hours and times, right? Where people wouldn't normally be online, let's say, right? But if you do it, people will come. And if people aren't like showing up for you, it's a marketing issue. Literally everything's a marketing issue. I did recently host a little socials workshop over in the vduality Discord server. If you guys are not in the vduality server, I'll also post my own Discord here as well. This is my Discord, and then this is ignore the thing about auditions. Auditions are closed. But feel free to do the second link for the Discord because I highly recommend hopping in there because yeah, you have it already. Yeah, you're in there. But I did a little socials workshop recently over in the server, and I did record it. It will be posted at some point, probably after the announcements though, after the talent announcements and stuff, because I have to edit it and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but we're gonna be doing some more stuff like that. Let me double check. No worries, Potassium. Have a good rest of your evening or whatever time it may be for you. Oh my goodness. Hope you take care. Let me double check. Where was this? I believe I pinned it. Yeah, it was socials and then nailing auditions. So the next workshop that we do will be all about auditions, how to be successful and how to kind of make it your own. Yeah. So if you're interested in checking us out for that, I can't speak to any specific processes, including vdualities, but I recommend joining because we're going to be going over some baseline stuff that might be a little important that I think might get overlooked by a lot of people. And I can't speak again to any vduality decisions publicly, but some of this information would be helpful and relevant for future auditions. So yeah. And the thing is, every interviewer, every auditioner, they're looking, or every like company and stuff that's holding auditions and stuff, they're looking for something different. They're looking for something specific and different for each of their waves, right? So you might have gotten really far in a process and then turned down at the last second, right? And that feeling sucks. I'm gonna be the first to tell you that feeling sucks. And it's hard. But as you're auditioning for things, you have to get used to hearing no. But more than getting used to hearing no, you need to understand why they said no, right? How many stories have you heard from like actors and actresses and stuff where you're like, or you read and you're like, oh wow, this part was actually supposed to be played by this actor? That would have been so different. Right? Right? So there's this idea of like people will do different types of performances for different things. Mm-hmm. You're following? You're following? And so let's say, there's a music group I'm following right now. They're casting for musical talent that do specific genres. So they want to have different waves of quote unquote talents, performers, that specialize in certain types of music. If you're an opera singer and you're auditioning for the rock and roll wave, you've got to sell that hard of how your skills work, right? But the moment they have an opera wave, you might be the first person they reach out to. You might get recruited. You know? So it's all about, it's all about, kind of seeing what's going on, what might work, And you have to also realize as the auditioner, you don't have all of the information, right? You don't have all the information. You can't possibly. Because every group, well, vduality, let's speak to one thing about vduality. We tried to have a very transparent first round for sure. In doing our process, we realized there was no way we could offer that for anything past the first round. It's unfortunate, but it's a reality that we realized going through the process. And because any feedback that we could have provided would have been largely unhelpful, right? It would have been largely unhelpful or literally the same. Or literally the same as the feedback that people got from round 1, right? And that's not helpful, right? Being told the same thing twice isn't really going to give you an idea of like, I got a lot of people were questioning, I would say, from responses that I did see that were publicly made. A lot of people are wondering, what did I do wrong? I must have done something wrong. No, you didn't. You didn't actually do anything wrong. You did lots of things correct. You didn't do a single thing wrong. You know? You did amazing even. Reject reality, embrace the orb. Yes, we do have an orb. We have our own orb. We have Spiel. We have Spiel. Where is Spiel? Spiel! Spiel! Ponder the orb. Ponder the orb. But yeah, like, you didn't do anything wrong. After a first round is to kind of, I would say most people see that as like a weeding round, right? People are, going through and that's when they're kind of saying, yes, I want to see more of you. Or they're like, no, I think you need time to cook and develop a little bit longer, right? That's kind of what that's for, right? Or there could have been other circumstances. I know, and I've seen and heard of, and this applies to jobs too, not just VTubing, this applies to everything. Actors, actresses, theater, movies, hell, commercial auditions. If you don't fully complete a form, many people will just toss it aside. Many people won't even look at you. I'll be truthful. There were quite a few applications that vduality received that were not completed. We still looked at you. We still did the best we could to check off as many boxes as possible. Because we wanted to go that extra mile for everybody. So there was so much work. There's a reason it took us 2 weeks to get through 53 auditions. We did things that I know many other groups and corpos have not, from personal experience and otherwise. And I'm not gonna speak on whether that's better or worse. Everybody has their own processes, and it's ultimately whatever works for them is what works for them. And we all just have to respect that, because every single group and company and batch of people operate differently. Jobs included. Theater included, But yeah. this was a little bit preachy. I'm just, as we get closer and closer to being able to announce things and our wave and stuff, I just want people to keep these things in mind, because I'll be so transparent. I will be so blunt about this even. If I see, and I'm not saying anybody watching me right now would do this, or anybody even in the vduality community server would do this, all right? But I'm just making this a very clear thing. I will not stand for anybody harassing any of my talents. And yes, I'm calling them my talents, because I'm saying this as Melissa Rise, of one of the founders of vduality. If somebody tries to harass any of my talents for any reason, I will hit you with a cease and desist. I am so dead ass about that. I will go to the ends of the earth for these people. Like, I will go to the ends of the earth for Mossy, I will go to the ends of the earth for my talents. I will protect them at all costs. So if I see any bullshit like that, you can bet your ass the fiend is getting unleashed. The full fury of the fiend would get unleashed. And even if I see things like, because I'm sure people who maybe didn't get cast might have certain feelings after seeing the wave or something. If, like, literally, if I see anybody being like, well, I don't see why they cast this person, or I don't understand why they cast this person or something, like, you don't have all the information. You don't have all of the information in front of you. Okay? Only Mossy and I do. Teehee. Teehee. Only Mossy and I do. And we love our talents. And we love and appreciate everybody who auditioned. But if you come for my talents, I will come for your throat. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, if I see any, we are very serious about protecting our talents. So if anything happens, like that after we announce debuts, we will handle that accordingly. Sorry, that got a little bit, you got the fiend there. You got the fiend for a little bit there. The fiend's fury! But no, it's just, vduality is such, it's my passion project with Mossy, and I've put so much time into it. Time and energy and a lot of stuff, and I cannot wait to be able to do things with the entire vduality community soon, but I have to put the energy on our talents first. Yeah. But I have not forgotten about the entire community. So many lovelies and wonderful people in there, and we're going to continue building all of you up the best we can. We're going to continue supporting all of you the best we can. Because it's not just about the hosts, it's not just about the talents, it's not just about the mods and the staff that we may or may not be hiring on. But it is about the community. And we're going to make that server a damn good place to be. So again, if you're not in the vduality server, please do hop in there. I do recommend it. And if you would like to support vduality, go the extra mile, maybe consider donating. We do have a Pally link up there. That would be more prominent after the first wave debuts. But please consider donating to that link. The split is already split amongst all the talents. So if you would like to support them prior to their debuts, maybe help them get some extra assets prior to their debuts or something, do consider checking out that link. If you have the means to do so. Alerts and stuff will be set up properly after debuts. But yeah. Oh my goodness. I also, once Russ Vought is done traumatizing me, perhaps. Hell yeah! I know, you've been working on a lot of music stuff from what I've seen. I'm excited to hear it. You gotta share with us once it's out. I really want to listen to it. I really enjoy listening to your music. It's very good. It's very stylized. I love very unique sounds. And like when I say that, I mean like in regards to music. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm very excited to like, I've been trying to dabble with some sound stuff recently. because I'm trying to make my own, I'm trying to do everything myself for my first cover, as much as possible. And I think I'm learning quite a bit. So it's just a matter of like actually figuring out proper notes and tones and stuff. And then mixing and all that will have to come later. But worst case scenario, I do have a friend who's offered to mix for me. So I do have someone in my back pocket that I can be like, hi, please do this for me. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do everything myself. I like to learn new things, and this is something that I'm really curious about. And I used to do music and stuff. Like I've played violin, trombone, trumpet. I've done all of that stuff. Yeah, I was a brass player. But yeah, like I've dabbled with music, but it's been a long time. And I've never done anything on my own. So, especially not to this extent. So, I'm very curious about the process and stuff. I had success doing that with GarageBand back in the day, but that was with MIDI or MIDI, and I preferred recording real instruments. No, that's fair. That's fair. Like, nothing will beat the sound of like a quote-unquote real instrument. I don't know why quote-unquote, but like, I know what you mean, right? Because like there's samples, there's you can do like just a music, you know, an instrument, and then like the keys yourself, right? Really good MIDI users are hard to distinguish for most music. Yeah, no, exactly. So it's like everybody's got their styles and stuff, and they all really work. Yeah, no, that's kind of the route I have to take, unfortunately. I wish I could like actually like record the live instruments and stuff, but I definitely don't have the budget for that right now. All my money is going to vduality. And for good reason. They're amazing, they're lovely, they're wonderful, and they deserve it. Hell yeah. Let me... Yeah, pop and rock for sure. That's where I think it's most common. It's harder to do things that need like more of a raw sound, if that makes sense. Yeah, terrible for jazz. Yeah, no, for real, terrible for jazz. Like electronic kind of stuff works well too. Like a lot of bass is good. A lot of bass really does good. Hell yeah. Okay. Just because I've had a long weekend, and I actually, speaking of music and vduality, I gotta work on some stuff tonight. No, I'm using the Magix Music Maker. I got it for free when I got Sony Vegas from Humble Bundle, and I've quite been using it to learn some stuff. I finally learned how to like import my own sounds and stuff, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm like I haven't done too much. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very new. I literally have been playing with it for about a week, I think. Yeah, about a week. So I'm still... Oh, yeah. You can do the WAV. The WAV files. But yeah. It all works out. But I think with that, we're probably gonna go ahead and wrap up stream here. I know this is a bit of a shorter one, but I do have a lot of stuff going on in the background, in all honesty. And yeah. No, yeah. Audacity is just the tried and true. I love Audacity. It's, mwah, love it. That's where I did most of the audio mixing for my lore video, actually. So yeah. Thanks for the stream, Busty. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for the follows, offline follows included. I appreciate y'all just for hanging out with me, chilling, vibing, thriving, all of that good stuff. I don't think I'm gonna raid out tonight because I do just kind of want to get away from my computer for a little bit. But I appreciate you all so much for watching and for being here. If you're not already, please consider following. And before we go, we are gonna do the prediction! So, did I remember to fill up my waters before stream? We have, ooh, it's a lot closer. We have 49% of you said, yes, I did. 51% of you said, no, I did not. 3-3 on each side. Well, the answer today is Yes. I did fill up my waters today. I did. So points go to Matt and 2 others. Heck yeah. Enjoy those extra points. But yes, thank you all again so much for watching and joining me tonight. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening or whatever time it may be for you. Make good choices. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Check out the merch shop. And I will see you next time on Friday for more Pokemon Emerald. Yay! And don't forget to check out the vduality socials because there might be something popping up soon. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Boo bye.